they're, if they can play instruments, why not have them perform? Doesn't really go with the theme of the video, but they did have people perform as well, like Darshan. Makes sense.
Totally.
You would have to do a different EQ and stuff.
100%.
Because there's something really cool about listening to it just with nothing.
Or not.
Still with
There's
the
still
lavalier.
just a lavalier mic. Run with that. Yes, Darshan. I love his voice so much.
जैसे के दिन डले शाम में सर पे भूत चढ़ा है तेरे इश्क का
I actually like that it saturates.
It's real.
Because it's real.
Auto-tune what, man? I'm
It's
so
real.
fucking tired of all these industries just like telling you it's live when it really fucking isn't.
I
The
love
US
this.
does this, other parts in the world do this shit. Here in the UK, it's the biggest bollocks. And it's like, oh, let it saturate. Who gives a fuck? I think there's a real market right now. Like, on YouTube, since the Mr. Beastification of YouTube.
Mr.
where, like,
Beastification.
Yeah, well, obviously he changed the game. He really
did.
changed the whole game. That's crazy. One individual completely, changed the
awesome.
whole online game, which obviously is fantastic. He elevates the level of everyone else. But there is a huge, I think, field of people that actually want really authentic, raw, to the take, and not much production sort of content. And
I think that's why
it applies to music as well, I feel.
Totally, and I think that's why places like Tiny Desk have become so viral. Because I think it doesn't right now, because the problem with places like Tiny Desk and things of the sort is because it depends on the artist.
Well, it's the same. I mean, you can even look at our channel, like it's always the same like that. Like obviously the biggest artist, the bigger reviews, the bigger the artist, the bigger the podcast, the bigger the artist, the bigger the artist, the bigger the podcast. I mean, so it's the same thing.
But my point of argument is that even still, regardless of who the artist might be that they're getting featured, people still tune in to
Indeed.
every Tiny Desk. And I think that's because if you're a music lover or if you have a specific opinion about an artist, this is what settles all of those opinions or those questions. This is what settles them. And you know what? He's putting so much effort into that. Like, it's really at the top of his range. And if you didn't see how much exertion he was actually putting, you wouldn't think it was so hard.
The mannerisms are so cool.
मुझ पे ऐसे छाया जैसे पहली बारिश की हो बूंदे मेरी दुआ मेरी उम्र
He's so absorbed by the music.
सब कुछ तेरे नाम कर दूं मैं सर पे भूत तेरे इश्क का नया रंग लगा
You guys don't
It's so
understand. You guys
clean.
don't understand how good this is.
सर पे भूत चढ़ा है तेरे इश्क का नया रंग
Also, breathe, my guy.
नया रंग लगा है नया रंग लगा है
This is awesome.
लगा है तेरे इश्क का
Dude, auto-tune who, bro? Production what? God.
Okay, just
damn.
here's the thing, guys. I would pay to see that exactly as it is.
Yeah, literally, that's like a show.
Literally
right?
exactly as it is.
I wouldn't want anything else like that.
I don't want a band. And nothing. I would pay to watch Darshan do his thing with a guitar and
Indeed.
by himself.
I mean, we are really big fans of acoustic music, so it makes sense. But also the a cappella stuff is just astonishing. It's
It
amazing.
really is nice.
Let us know what you guys thought about it, and then what else should we check out next? This is a little rabbit hole we found thanks to you guys. So hope someone got to discover or rediscover an old show that perhaps they, forgot about 10, 11 years later.
And keep tagging me on stuff. This
Yeah.
is how we discover new
No
things.
matter how obscure. Goodbye.
Goodbye.